Right, shall we do this? Hello, folksicles. Oh, let me turn that up a little bit. Hey, planning and preparation, eh? 7:30 Thursday, that can mean only one thing. Mel's in the studio doing his thing. Ha. I would say that's rhymes, but it's thing and thing, isn't it? That's a bit of an easy rhyme, isn't it? Ed's asking where the like button is. I think it's underneath. Big thumbs up. Remember, if you watch the stream, give me a like. Hello, folksicles. How are we today? Are we good? Mel's been busy. Yeah, there's palm trees over there. Well, there's always palm trees in here at the minute. Kez is at work, so we'll see what she replies. And me, I'm getting ready to do a different tutorial. Ninja Castle, Mark, Ed. If you can hear a little bit of noise in the background, yeah, my new neighbour's moved in, Andy. He's just doing a bit of hoovering. Hey up, cat. Right, so, I better get cracked on. I've got work to do, haven't I? Block. I think this is one of my last pieces of pink foam. Greetings from Poland, Mal. Thank you, Carol. Hey up unpainted. Hey Max. Right. Need a cutty. Wait. Hey, Mozart. Right. Do the best we can, eh? I'm just prepping for a tutorial that I'm going to be filming next week. But before I can film the tutorial, I've got to it. I've got to prep a hill. There we go. That'll do. That'll work as a big hill, won't it? Right, got to get that glued. Let me switch cameras so you can see what I'm doing. There you go. There you are. How many we got? What, 60 watching or so? Restream, that can be the difficult part of commission, eh? I'm not seeing restreams. Ah, right, okay. Let's have a look. Am I missing comments? Ninja's going to miss the next two, next two Thursdays. What a shame. Hakalumi's on. Oh, it's showing Facebook comments as well. Nice. I am a happy man. So we'll keep that there so I can see all the comments. Just sold my first commission. I need to restructure my pricing. Oh, God. Yeah, Turtle Speed on Twitch is saying hello. Hello, buddy. Right, I need to glue these together. So, yeah, I need two sorts of glues. One, hot glue. Yeah, so it'll glue right now. And second, I need, some contact adhesive, I think. Now remember, guys, I am collecting and supporting for mine and Kerry's trip abroad. Fingers crossed she can come to Ireland with me. So if you'd like to help me take Kez across to Ireland while I go Beasts of War, it is her birthday, yeah. So links down below in the description to make donations. Have you not considered a cordless glue gun? It is cordless. I've got to charge it first though. No, this one, watch it, Stanley one is a cordless one. Yeah, it'll work for about 20 minutes after it's got hot and it's charged. And I also need contact adhesive. Bit the old no more nails. Hey Phil. Hey Punch. Right. I'll keep a notice on donations if you donate via PayPal. Otherwise, if you go via the Streamlabs, it'll announce it on the screen. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. No, not missing anyone yet. Right. 20 minutes isn't that long, is it? 20 minutes? 20 minutes isn't that long. Depends what you're doing. I mean, if you're holding your breath, 20 minutes is a bloody long time, isn't it? Yeah, so... just got to wait for my glue gun warm up. Is it also working on PVA? Thought I only worked with super glue. Baking soda will technically help, will technically help PVA dry quicker, but I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, baking soda tends to be tends to be a trick for super glue. Because super glue bonds based on the fact that it has something to join across. So the baking soda gives it an opportunity to bond to stuff, and that's why it dries a lot quicker. Oh, is that warm yet? Be handy if I got a glue stick in it. Danke. There we go. Anyone know if it dries clear? Not if not if you put baking soda in, it won't. It'll dry whitey. What's your opinion on Poundland DIY gear? I hear the 2-part epoxy resin is good. I've bought tools from discount tools, and sometimes you got to be careful. With regards to resins, glues and that sort of stuff, they're fine. Yeah, the one thing you've got to remember is the manufacturer isn't making it for modelling. Okay, they're making it to be a glue or something like that. So they can quite easily change the recipe on you and you won't know, and all of a sudden it doesn't work as, a water effect or something like that. My general recommendation is when it comes to that sort of stuff, use the proper materials that were designed for that job. So if you want to use a 2-part epoxy resin, use glass cast or Envirotex. Yeah? Because you're guaranteed the results with that. Yeah, manufacturers of glues and stuff like that won't guarantee the results for for something like modelling water, because it's not what it's designed for. So just bear that in mind. Always do test pieces just to make sure they haven't changed the recipe. Right. So we're going to want... yeah, and quick one round about there. Yeah, a bit of hot glue straight along there. We are not really bothered about the back, it's the top I want. And then just give it some weight. Baking soda also makes great snow effects when mixed with PVA. Yeah, it can do. Oh, I'm seeing Facebook comments. Hello, Kevin. I can chat with people on Facebook now through Restream. I am chuffed with that. There we go. Right. I've got glue all over my desk. I claim with Patrick saying, yeah, PVSO might turn yellowish sometimes. Yeah, it can oxidise and go yellow. Just mix a bit of white acrylic in with it, and that normally solves that problem. It's because baking soda isn't designed to stay white. Andreas is on Facebook. Nice one. I'm starting to see people on. So my Twitchers and my Facebookers can all join in the chat now. Yeah, which is really cool. Right, so that's done. Yeah, put that back up there. Right, let's get some hot tools out. Oh. Cat says, I've never let any yellowing issue with it. I've heard it happens if it's left out in the sun though. Yeah, it can react to sun and it can react to moisture as well. Yeah, it's not the best, but if you do mix a bit of white acrylic in with it, it pretty much solves those problems. Is that Kerry after me? She says, I see you. Hello, Kerry. Everyone in the comments say hi to Kerry. She probably wants to see if she's going island. No donations as yet. Although, I will show you one thing. Yeah? Tuesday's video coming for you. Do you like ice colours? Nice, innit? Yeah, that's Tuesday's video for you. How to get realistic ice colours. I've heard precision ice and snow are pretty good. I use various different things for my snow. One of the things I like the best is the foreground 1mm, what do you call it, snow flock. That works really well. Everyone's saying hi, Kerry. Very nice work, thanks, Mark. Plug that in. Go on, get in there. Get in there. There we go. Oh, right. Hi, Kaluni saying hi, Kerry. You're getting hi, Kerrys from every platform. Right. As you can see, I'm in a bouncy mood today. Right, let's warm that up. Shouldn't take too long to warm. Evening, Evan. Kathy Millett has been comparing snow effects on a YouTube channel for the last... Actually, I haven't caught up on any Kathy's Watch Up videos. I haven't caught her stuff in our ages. Yeah, fine. Right, let's get this shaped up. I'm just getting the basic shape to it now. Just trying to get the wedge out of it. Hey, Tam, you alright, Duck? Right. Right, we want to curve this round a bit, so let's get a pen on this and figure out where we want things. Where's my pen? Don't find a pen when you want one, can you? Oh, that's smoking. What are you building this evening? I'm prepping for a tutorial, mate. I want to do some small scale buildings, some 6mm buildings. Yeah, but I want to put them on a coastal piece. And so I want to make sort of like just a bit of headland. There we go. So we'll cut this out. Ba 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 ba. What is Mel making? Money making scheme, phone cutting ASMR. What's an ASMR? Smoking, I certainly am. Roundy, roundy we go. Come on, all the way. All the way. clean that off. Yeah, bring that down. Mel can hold a tune like a colander holds water. Oi! What do you mean by that? I'll have you know I've got a beautiful singing voice. When I'm alone, in the bathroom. Right, round to that. Ooh. Get that ridge off it. And that one there, I don't like that one. I don't like that ridge. There we go. Better. So. ASMR is a new trend of people recording whispering or other satisfying sounds like paper crinkling. I didn't know that. Daveen's asking what type of foam is this? This is Spaceboard Eco. Yeah, it's extruded polystyrene, high density. The ice wall from Games of Thrones in its books is 700 foot. What scale would that look good at? I imagine 1 to 700, mate. Yeah, that way it'd be a foot tall. If you went, say, 1 to 300, yeah, it'd be what? 2 and a bit foot tall? Right. Let's start shaping it a little, eh? So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut little sort of recesses in here, make it a little bit wavy. Yeah. All I'm doing now is basically just putting a bit of... Nothing in nature is, you know, perfectly straight. Well, very rarely. But when it comes to headlands, headlands are very rarely straight. You know what I mean? So what you tend to get is sort of like jutting bits and irregular sort of coastlines. So I'm just sort of replicating that at the minute. Yeah. Bevel it off a bit. Yeah, like that. Right. Let's switch over to a pagan. Bill, one thing that helps is let it do the work. Right. Yeah. Don't drag hot wire tools. Just let them do the work and just go with it. Is Kerry off? Hey, Westy. I could probably do this actually with... Switch it back on. Right, so... Yeah, once again, just changing contours, getting rid of these lines. Yeah. And as you can see, it's slowly coming together. Yeah. We need to actually bevel the top a bit, don't we? I want to do some sci-fi desert plant buildings. What colour do you think would be best? Well, if they're buildings, they can be any colour. Yeah, if you want to do the mud sort of look, yeah, you've got to go for something like an ochre and lighten it up. Yeah, so that's an ochre. Yeah, you want that sort of colour. Yeah, and then light it up with either white or a cream. Yeah, for those typical desert dwellings, you know what I mean? Yeah, right, let's just... start shaping the top of here. I'll tell you what, the views from this, very happy, Mel. Yeah, I did. Yeah, getting there. Right, so next job. There's two things I need to do on this. Do I need to, I could do with sort of nipping into there a bit actually, couldn't I? Yeah. Any tips on where to get my dirty hands on a pressure pot in the EU area? Want to test it on casting. No ideas. Yeah. Have you thought about using a pressure cooker? Seahawk loves the videos. Thank you, buddy. Right, so I want to do a couple of... Come on, warm up. I'll switch it on. That'll help, won't it? Come on, I see all YouTubers chatting. You Facebookers and Twitchers. I finally got the chat, the chat working for you. Talk to me. Right. Put a recess in there. That's all right. Put another recess in there. Yeah. That's all right, yeah. Bit of a recess there. Oh, yeah, all right. Better. I think now I am finally done with my hot tools. Switch that off. Yeah, that's it. My Twitchers are talking. Phil's talk. I'm eating my dinner. Mel, I've been trying to chat with you. I am chatting with you, Hakalumi. But I'm at work, so I've got work stuff to do as well. Consider this a Twitch talk. Thank you, Polly. Pressure cooker, modified, might work. Yeah. Sand colours. Yeah, people are talking. Imported buildings can be any colour you want. Yeah, if you're going for those sand dwellings, that ochre colour is the best way to go. Kyle's switched to Facebook just to comment here. Nice one, buddy. Any tips for soldering? I've got shaky hands for my young age and I find to work. Yeah, if you've got shaky hands, reinforce them. Yeah, so when you're working, keep your hands on something solid. It's how we paint. So if I'm painting something, quite often I'll brace my hand against something. I've noticed when Fred does his paintings, yeah, he's got one of those funny sticks with like the soft ball on the end that he puts against his canvas and then rests his hand against to steady it. Yeah, so it's all about steadying your hands. I mean, when we paint models, quite often we'll hold the model in one hand, join our hands together, yeah, at that part, and then we can paint them like that. Yeah, and what you don't get is you don't get the wavy hand issue. There's something very relaxing about seeing, Mel. You haven't seen me in the nude then. I'm going to make some scrunched up foil rock faces when I get paid. Nice one, Phil. I'm still waiting for some free time so I can start building some hills islands. Nice. Right, so that's done. I need to find myself some sandpaper. Let's put these hot tools away first. It's stuck in my head, guys. Right. Keep going round, keep going. War on 40k Black Templars, that's going back some, innit? Right, throw that way there. Right, get the power back. Naked Mel Videos is a whole new YouTube channel. Oh, not an image I needed. Phil saying, "How do Mel? Enjoying watching the background while I build some minis." Nice one, buddy. Mel, trying new to this, but watching you got me interested in trying it for myself. Give it a go, Pete. Mind bleach, please. Also, having a 7-year-old kid doesn't help me having more free time. Oh, I know that one. I know that one well. Ba, 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 ba. Get that out of my head. Right, let's throw that up there. Right. Phil saying, do you ever struggle for content, or do you find more ideas than you could ever make? I have more ideas than I could ever make, mate. I have a sheet of tutorial. I've got a book, yeah, that I keep at home, yeah, and in it has my lists of all the tutorials and all the stuff I want to do on the channel. The list of tutorials is currently running about 6 pages of A4. Yeah, and if you think if I'm lucky, I can knock 4 or 5, maybe 6 lines off that list, yeah, a month. Yeah, on average, I'm probably adding about 10 a month. So I think I'm always going to have more stuff to show you than I possibly can. Yeah, that's one of the challenge. No one could live long enough to do all the things we have asked. Yeah, that's true. I get a lot of requests for doing different projects and stuff like that. And so, you know what I mean? Yeah. Ninja's currently writing HTML code. Ooh. Right. Right, all I'm doing now is just giving it a very quick sand over, just to smooth off all those rough edges. I'm not wearing a mask, but I'm not making lots and lots of dust. Okay? I should wear a mask, but I can't talk to you lot if I wear my mask. Mel, do you announce when your book is available on Kickstarter? I want to back it yesterday. Kickstarter should be kicking off on the 15th of March. All being well. Yeah, and it should run for 28 days. And it should end on a Sunday nighter. Terrainiacs, involve your kids in terrain making. Yeah. Yeah, give them a terrain piece and let them black bomb it to death. Too right. Too right. Yeah, Mel, I've made some foam board buildings. It was thinking to put some textured sheets of XPS foam on them. Have you tried this or something similar? I've made I've made buildings out of XPS foam, the 10mm stuff. Yeah, I haven't stuck foam onto foam board. Normally, if I want to texture up foam board, I'll give it a wash of watered down filler. Nice one, Hackaloomy. Then comes the hard bit. Yes, Mel, wear a mask to protect that sweet singing voice of yours. Going to a link it anywhere. Well, the Kickstarter, yeah, there'll be links to all that sort of stuff when it goes live. Yeah, so all that'll go up. Like I say, most of my time at the minute is getting prepped to go to Ireland to go see Beasts of War. Hopefully take Kerry across. Then I've got heading over to Adepticon for Chicago for Adepticon. And then after that, I'll be at Adepticon while the Kickstarter's on. I'll also be at Salute while the Kickstarter's on. The Kickstarter ends the day after Salute. Tim's saying, I need minions to do my grunt work. I quite like doing my grunt work. Just blend out that join line. We'll stipple it out later. Hey, Pitane. Yeah, there's a bit of glue on that join line there. That's going to stick out. Now, one of the reasons why I'm sanding this is because it gives it a nice smooth texture for when we texture it. Yeah, you can't always guarantee sanding it perfectly. Yeah, because you'll always get little bits like that. I switch subtitles on, it keeps saying DepthCon for Adepticon. DepthCon! Hey Steve. Well, I got a chance. This is one of those rare times when I will actually wear my mask because the dust goes everywhere. Oh, look at Mel being all professional. Oh, for God's sake, come on. There you go. Hello. Oh yeah. Give me 2 seconds, guys, just get cleaned up, yeah? Oh! There you are, that's the bulk of it gone. Sorted. Oh, I'll tell you what, those masks don't half make you sweat. In there. Right. Now I can just brush the rest off because the majority of it's gone. There we go. He's alive! Kind of equipped for a Ghostbusters marathon in Denmark this weekend. Nice. I'm getting lag too. I think it's YouTube. Corbin, I am your father. What? Oh, Corbin. It's alright, Corbin's off skiing at the minute. I think even YouTube was shocked when he put the mask on. Right, let me just move these bits of foam for a trip over them. Right, that's that one done. Right, got a little bit more sanding and cutting to do on this. Well, not on this piece specifically, yeah, but on associated with this bit. So we need a base for it. So what we're gonna go for a base? What did we use for there? We used 3mm, didn't we? So we need some 3mm EPDC. Come on, 3mm, where are you? I know you're here somewhere. 3mm, 3mm, come out 3mm. I'm not going to cut you up and sand you. Come on, it's perfectly safe. Where are you, 3mm? Come on, 3mm. I've had enough of this. I want me 3mm. Ah, is that me 3mm? That's not me 3mm. That's 5mm. Bugger. I don't want to make out of 5mm. Come on, I need a big sheet of 3mm. Come on, I must have a decent sheet of 3mm under here somewhere. Don't you do this to me. Don't you dare. Oh, I don't want to use 5mm though. What's that? Will that work? No, I don't think that's going to be a bit too large as well. A bit too small. Eesh. Can I go that way? Can I angle that to there? No, there's not enough of a lip. Yeesh. I did have a massive sheet of it. Have I used it all? I can't have used it all. Mel. Is Mel in the mask the terrainiac version of Mel is definitely feeling a bit odd today. Or odder. What? What do you mean? The fumes are doing the work. When I was talking to his EPVC. The fumes are doing the work. 3mm EPVC. Where the bloody hell is that? I must have some more. I must have. Right, one last check under here. No, they're all they're all offcuts. Really don't want to have to use 5mm. But I'm not seeing any 3mm anywhere. So let's have a look what we've got one last time over here. Oh, right. That's 5mm, that's 5mm, that's 5mm. What about down here? Oh. No. No. What about over here? Nope, 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 and nope, and nope, and a double nope. Right. So we'll be basing it with 5mm then. Bugger. Well, nothing I can do about it. 5mm's a lot harder to work with, that's the thing. I would have preferred I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to use 2 sheets and mount them like that. That's pretty close, but that's not a perfectly straight line. So let's get a straight line on that. So one of the benefits of using a cutting mat is cutting mats have guidelines on them, which can be a real bonus. Well, I've got a few modern buildings, diners and stuff that I'm building in a minute. How would you attack that in the painting part maybe? They weren't weathered. I'm not sure your question, Matthias. It's got lost in translation. Do you want to give it another go, dude? 3mm. No, Mel, you cannot find me. It's hiding. Yeah, I doubt Corbin would mistake it for chocolate biscuits. Right, let's give this a nice clean edge. Yeah, and then we'll double these up. I don't really want to do it this way, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I don't want to use 5mm because my other pieces are all 3mm, and it's going to throw everything off. try that now. Oh, they line up perfectly now. So, if we put this one on here, I want to try and salvage as much of this as possible. So if that's going to go there, yeah, then we're going to come round here. 5mm to the rescue. 3mm. It hasn't outwitted me. I've just put two pieces together. Thank you very much. Outwitted me. I want about an inch lip on it. Yeah, about that. Yeah. Adapt to overcome, the army way. Exactly. Right, one quick check of the old PayPals just so I'm not missing anyone. Remember guys, we are sort of collecting to get me over to Ireland, to get me over to Adepticon, and fingers crossed, treat Kerry. Yeah, so we'll see how we've done. If you'd like to support me, links down below in the description, guys. Just a couple of nuggets goes a long way. Yeah? What do you mean password? I use my finger. I don't know what my password is. It's written in a book. You recognise my fingerprint, come on. Oh, right, okay, we've had a tenner in. Stuart sent us a tenner. Mal, thanks for all your help. Thank you, buddy. Thank you indeed. So, that's from Stuart A. That's the only donation I can see so far today, but thank you, buddy. It is genuinely appreciated. Right. Now Mel's getting lippy with the 5mm. It's 3mm, it's not 5mm. Sure, Mel, I'm building modern buildings, diners and more. How would you paint them? Not weathered, stands as new builds. Would it just be best to paint nice and neat, or what would work best? You're still going to need to weather them up, mate, okay? Even if it's just putting a bit of, a bit of wash into the recesses, because that's going to create your shadows. You know what I mean? So you do still need, yeah, to to wash, to give them a wash and that sort of stuff. With MDF buildings, I tend to paint them, or at least do my base colours with spray cans before I put them together. It's a lot easier to paint them that way. Yeah, but washes are important. You don't need to particularly make them really dirty, but it will just replicate, you know, shadows and that sort of stuff, which will make them look a little bit more realistic. If that makes sense. I can't get that bloody song out of my head. And we'll cut that. Yeah. Oh, almost. Another cut. Oh, that's one. Oh, clean that bit off. Alright, cut the other side. 3mm, 5mm. What's a few mil between friends? A lot. Sounds awesome. It's phone call buildings, but I'll shade them up. Yeah, even if it's phone call buildings, get a little bit of wash, get it into the recesses. Star Wars bar song. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what the Star Wars bar song is. Is that the Cantina one? Come on, there you go. Cut this bit out. Ugh. Come on. Yeah, that's all clean. So, there we have it. Yeah, that's alright. I can live with that. Put those up. Not going to need you, 5mm. Ha ha. There we go. Oh, right. Next job, beveling. What do you think of 3D printed buildings? 3D printed buildings are no different than cast buildings or anything like that. You're just moving the manufacturer position. I'm supposed to be revising right now, but there's something about watching Mel slowly cut his way through 3mm PVC. That means I can't turn off. Matt, go do your revision. You really had to mention Star Wars Cantina band song. Now it's ringing in my head too. Right, I need to bevel this down. And this is why I prefer 3mm for this job, because it cuts so easy compared to the 5. Oddin, hello buddy. I can hear Andy moving in next door. Moving his stuff around. I think he's trying to be as quiet as possible because he knows I'm live. I'm quite chuffed Andy's moving next door, because he's a painter, so he doesn't have any loud tools. Yeah, the last guy who was in that studio, he moved in. I've never seen so many power tools moving in my life, and my heart just sank. It was like, oh, there goes my videos. Just clean that edge up. I am too finicky over stuff like this. Way too finicky for my own good. I was stressing my head off with stuff, so my girlfriend told me to stop and watch the show and tell you guys hello from there. Hello, Odin's girlfriend! Good advice, by the way. Very good advice. Don't let the bloke stress out. And what's a couple of hours? You can get back to it, mate. We're already sort of halfway through. So it's all good. You're fine, mate. You'll get back to your work and your revision and that sort of stuff. Yeah. More, just bevel that in so that they match. Yeah. Right, let's just bevel this side. Let me get this done, guys, and I'll look back at the comments. I don't really want to be reading comments while I'm messing with a blade. You know what I'm like. Clean that up. Right. Don't get carried away at the last minute. Right, there you go. Ah, Odin, greatest girlfriend you'll have. Say hi from me. Good woman. Do you think you would be printing builds if you had the equipment? What about customization of the prints? Even if I had the equipment, I'd probably only use it to print small ancillary details. That's because terrain making to me is a hobby in itself. So I'm not looking to shortcut it, if that makes any sense. Yeah. I don't know what people are chatting about. Odin and going somewhere, Star Wars themed terrain. Oh, let me just clean that up because that's not brilliant. That transition line. There you go. That's a bit better. Right, there we go. Right, very quick sanding. Jace, hello buddy, where is he? Hello matey. Why are you not logged in properly, Jace? Oh no, it's alright, that different chat, that's why it's not shown as a moderator. Are you over the flu now, buddy? Not wearing a mask for this because it's a tiny bit of sanding, in all honesty. Yeah, so I don't really need to. Insane. He's doing more of his headlands, beach, waterfront terrain. Yeah, it is, but it isn't. You'll understand when you see the video, but I need to have headlands to do the video. It'll make sense, trust me. I hope. Better make sense with all the bloody effort I'm putting into it. So that's those done. Right, that's that. Oh. Yeah, that's that base done. Push myself down a little. Eight minutes behind, but solo shot first. Yeah, she does reenactment too. And she's a championship horseback archer. Dude! Don't mess with your missus. Oh, right. Oh, only 9% left. Oh, someone else sent something. Oh yeah, Mark sent us a tenner as well. Love the channel, Mark K. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Slowly getting there. Missing anyone else, am I? We'll get Kez to Ireland eventually. Your tutorials never make sense, Mel. Just kidding. You're not though, are you? Right. Right. Onto this one. The rocks. Oh. Mel, I'm thinking of starting my own YouTube channel for gaming. Any tips you would wanted to know before starting? Any tips? If I was starting over again, the best advice I can do is before you start recording, invest some time in making sure that the audio and the picture and that sort of stuff is good. It's taken me years to get to that stage, and when I look back at a lot of my old content, I'm annoyed, yeah, that it wasn't, I'm annoyed that it wasn't produced as good as my latest content is. And that's down to just simply not knowing about, you know, audio and colour matching and white balance, you know, and all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah. Jason saying, nice one, Mark, thanks loads. Indeed. Kelly will be getting all happy. Right. Here we go. Right, let's put some ridges in this. All I'm doing is pressing in with a rock. Yeah, and if I bring it up to the camera, you know, do you see how it's starting to take the texture? Yeah, I'll start off with this rock using the sort of the blade edge of it, if you know what I mean, the sharp edge, just to get my creases in. Yeah, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along with some crunched up foil, and I'll use that to texture the rest of it. Oh, Jace is doing his thing. Thank you, buddy. It is quite labour intensive doing this sort of stuff, but the results you get are really good. Yeah, obviously I'll have to camo that join line out there. Yeah, but you've seen the video on the channel on how I do that. And if you're curious, yeah, you can see 2 pieces of foam. Yeah, once it's painted up using that stippling technique, you cannot see the join line. Yeah, so I'll be using the same technique on that. I'll be using the same technique on this. Audio is the key to start with. Most definitely, audio is probably the most important. They say audio is 90% of the video, which when you look at some of my old videos, damn, you know what I mean? Oh, it says we've got 94 people watching in total. Nice. And very quickly to show you what it's doing, yeah, see the texture coming? Yeah, now, eventually, that texture is going to end up looking like that. Okay, that's what I'm aiming for. I'm using exactly the same techniques as you used on that bit. So straight away, yeah, if I put those like that, can you see the striations starting to come in? Yeah? So that's what I'm trying to do. It just takes a lot of effort on the old wrist. Might need Kerry's help tonight. Do you know, with some of these rocks, I've got some rocks I've done this so much on, I've polished them smooth. Give me a second. Ooh. Whew. It's rare that it's this warm in Spode. Very clever, Mel. Using a rock for rock texture. Learn something every day. Best way to texture it, hit it with a rock. Exactly. So I'm about halfway through it. I tried both, Tim. I got more complaints than the likes. Had to take down my channel, Cats with Tats in Hats. Oh God. Chase. What I'm aiming to try and do to get done tonight, if I can, is get this textured up, glued to my base, yeah, and get the filler stipple on it. Yeah, we have missed Jace, haven't we? Yeah, if I can get that done, then tomorrow I'm not in the studio. I've got a day off tomorrow. Yeah, I'm actually it's half term in the UK, which means that the kids are on holiday. Corbin has gone skiing with school. Yeah, and so I've got Willow, so I'm going to have a daddy-daughter day with her tomorrow. So it'll be Monday before I'm back in the studio. Maybe over the weekend I might get in. Yeah. Yeah. I've missed being able to do anything but lie on the sofa and feel sorry for myself for nearly 2 weeks. Could you use an old rolling pin to texture it up? You can, but you won't get the deep creases. Yeah, with a rolling pin. Also, the rolling pin it's a bit too regular sometimes with the rolling pin. I mean, I don't mind working the foam with, you know what I mean? It's part of the job. Thanos' chin, or no, I'm not reading that out. Coming together. Whew. That blue cliff you showed, could you use that for Hoss stuff? Yeah, the blue cliff, that one. It's a tutorial for Tuesday on painting iceberg colours and glacial colours. So yeah, that would be perfect for something like Hoth. Get this bit done. I'll get it to about there. I'll take a quick break, just have a quick drink, rest my wrist. I know there's easier ways of getting stone texture on this sort of stuff, but I want to keep it in theme with what I've done prior, if you know what I mean. Right, so very quickly, I've got about easily 2/3 of it done now. You can start to see the texture coming on. Now don't worry about the join line, that'll disappear, and then you can see where I've sort of reached, how far I've got. Oh, I like that idea. Only found Legion last week and already bought a boatloads. Mel, is that Tuesday for patrons or Tuesday for all? No, what you call it? More than likely, I'll be editing that video up either tonight or tomorrow. So it'll be on Patreon tomorrow. It'll be released to general public on Tuesday. Right. Oh, quick break. That's my hand. That's better. Right. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. I hate the idea of missing people. No, watch on, no one extra. Right. Jason Green. Jason Groan. Right. Crack on, get this texture in. The other reason why you sand the foam is it also, what you call it, it also actually helps it take the texture a lot better. Come on, almost done. That bit went a lot quicker than the other bits. A bit irregular. A bit too regular, I need to break that up a bit. There you go. Back to the top ridges. Yeah. all I'm doing now is, you know when you get cracks sort of coming into the top of the sort of cliff line? Yeah, just reinforcing those, getting some crevices in there. Right, that's a big creek. Yeah, so that's all my rock work done. Yeah, sand the foam, paint the fence, wax the the terrain kid. Wife just walked in and said, "What's that man doing to that cheese?" It's not cheese. Right, next job. Just put a bit of texture up here. Now most of this is going to be grass, so I don't need to actually texture that, but I just want to texture just round the very edge. Now this texturing is a lot more subtle, but fingers crossed. Can you see it? I mean, you should be able to see the line there where I've textured and where I haven't textured. Yeah, so that's the texturing I'm going for. Oh. Random alarm, as you do. Used to work into my work and say things like that. Now they just turn around and walk out. Me and the wife had kids because she wanted... Oh, calm down. Mel, why do you texture before cutting the foam into shape? I don't. I cut the foam into shape, then texture, mate. Yeah, I should do it. I don't really need to take it further than that, I don't think. But if I bring it up, there you are, there's the texturing on the top. Right, next job. Next job is I need to glue it onto this. So, same way as we glued these together, we'll go for a little bit of hot glue and a bit of grip adhesive. I don't want these to slip as I'm gluing them, so what I'll do is tiny little bit of masking tape. Jason, now you can see why terrain commissions done by professionals cost so much money. Thank you, buddy. Thank you indeed. As they say, cheap work ain't good and good work ain't cheap. As they say in the tattoo industry. Right. So, yeah. Gonna go about there, which will be nice. Grip adhesive and hot glue. Right, let that warm up. I'll have another apple slice while it does. Are you sure that was for the kids and not... Calm down, I'm not mixing... I have to be careful what comments I read out from you lot. See you later, Max. The Monkees musician has died. Oh, what a shame. Right. Move my texturing pieces. And in the body modification industry. Yep. Just wait for me hot glue warm up now. Well, I'm a 5th generation farmer, so the kids are the workforce. Whoa! Don't tell that to Corbyn, he'd brick it. I'll just wait for that to warm up now. I love the Monkees, one of my favourites, especially the kids' TV show. Hey, hey, with the Monkees, we're still monkeying around. Kids' TV, you know what I mean? Right. Just got to wait for the hot glue to warm up. And then we'll get filler in this. Almost. Oh. It's been a long day in the studio today. I think I'm about 10 hours in. Right, that done. There we go. You never stop growing a tool-based mat. You never do. Never, ever. There we go. And my 2 sheets worked a treat. 2 sheets are plenty, as they say. Or is that supposed to be 1 sheet? I can't remember. Right. Next job, fillering. Got that. Do that. Only 2 of them left now. What of the Monkees? How much it will cost me in the end? It's a journey, Matt. It's a journey. You start with, like Kat says, you start out with a knife and a cutting board and some glue. The next thing you know, you've got an entire studio full of tools. Right, filler time. Jay says he sees it as a long-term investment rather than a short-term cost. Tools definitely are a long-term investment. Because once they're bought, you've got them, you know what I mean? Right. Nah, it's not that. We have quicker ways. Thank you, JC. A bit too much. Is everyone going on about how cheap terrain making is? It is. It's scratch building, isn't it? I mean, you can go expensive, but there's no need to. If you know what I mean. Right, so let me just wash my hand there. Yeah, and with a coat of filler on it, you can still just about see that join line. Yeah, obviously that's what it should look like. It's gone a little bit, what do you call it? Right, so next job, the old stipple. Oh no, I've got filler on my phone. That's not going to be good. That's really not going to be good. What are we on? 9 o'clock already? Wow, that's flown. Yeah, the railroad is certainly, what you call it. It's a whole new world. It's very exciting. I've got loads of stuff for painting minis, but I'm sick of going to my FGS and playing on NAF tables. Going to make myself one myself with Mel terrain. Nice one. Uptime, yeah. Right. So, and have another apple slice. Get cracked on with the stippling. We might even get the waves on before the end of tonight. We'll see. All I'm doing now is applying a simple stipper of filler out. A simple stip. Let me finish my apple. Right. All I'm doing now is applying a simple stipple across the surface of filler. What this will do is it'll help disguise that join line. Much like on the other piece that I showed you. Although I have a feeling, yeah, that this may be a little wet yet for getting a decent stipple on, because I'm losing my stipple, yeah, in the moisture. So let's dry it off a bit. Ba, 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 ba. Don't have to dry it completely, just take the excess moisture off. And because it's only a thin amount of moisture, it won't take much. That's it, go on. Yeah, there we go. Remember guys, if you are enjoying the show, you'd like to support me, links down below. We're currently collecting to get me to Adepticon, over me to Ireland, and see if we can treat Kerry as well for a birthday treat, since I'm going to be in Ireland on a birthday. We'll see if we can take Kerry, or as she's known by her family, Kerrygold, to the Emerald Isle. So links down below if you'd like to help me on that. Is Cat off? See you later, Cat. If you hope work is bearable. Indeed, Cat. Right, that should be better now. Yeah, that's a lot better. Ooh, didn't want to do that. Right, let's go back to the stippling now. Yeah, that's better. It was just too moistury. And so as I was stippling it with filler, it was just dissolving out. I think it's still got a little bit of moisture in it, but it's coming across a lot better. When you're hiding join lines, one of the tricks that you can do is if you drag your filler over backwards and forwards, yeah, it works really well to actually blend the join line. If you're doing sci-fi terrain, then old computers are a gold mine of materials to augment the terrain. Oh god, yeah. Good old scratch building. It's coming together. There you are, let me show you the texture. Looking nice, isn't it? Getting there? Mouth sounds like Bob Ross right now. Beautiful little hill. Right there. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit of glue sticking out there, you git. Get lost, you. You're gone. Sorted. Not having you on my terrain. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, life itself is a happy little accident. Very true. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, Mel doesn't make mistakes, just happy little accidents. You need to get him a bob afro. I do not need a bob afro. I don't want to get Kerry's hopes up of that. I've recovered my youth. going to have to work that join line a bit more, I think. But I've got to wait for this stippling to dry first before I can. So what we can do is do the stippling. Yeah, lay down the lay down the waves. Yeah, and then come back and re-stipple. We can do that. Let's just fill these gaps in first. Getting there slowly. Cliff Richard and the Shadows, my God, now you're going back. Now you really are going back. I don't think I even remember Cliff Richard and the Shadows. I mean, I know who Cliff Richard is and I've heard of the Shadows, but I don't remember them as a band performing. Yeah, let's give that a quick dry. Have an apple slice while I do. Because it's only a tiny amount of filler, it won't take much to dry it, you know what I mean? And as soon as it is dry, I'll be able to go in, stipple it a bit more, get rid of that, get rid of that join line. Right, that's that done. Mel, I know you're making terrain bits, but will you be showing these bits off on an ocean board at some point? Yeah, at some point. Fred's Fred's coming up next week, and we're doing an ocean video. So we're looking at ocean colours. We've looked at the White Cliffs colours. We've done the ice colours with that one. That is nice. Yeah. So yeah, there's probably an ocean board, and that'll. I'm pretty much wrapping up the ocean stuff sort of for now. I'll be back again with it, no doubt. Yeah. But for the time being, you know, I need to start putting out the lava content that I've been working on. Yeah, because there's a lot of people waiting for that. Come on. That's it. Yeah, there we go. Join line's disappearing now. Might need one last stipple over it, but it's pretty much gone. Might need another one, but let me bring that up so you can see. Oh, yeah, there you go. I mean, you can vaguely make out the join line, but that's actually just the shadow of the cut where, what do you call it, the actual physical join line, much like with the iceberg, terrain, it'll just disappear. Right, clean that off. Right, what are we on? 10 minutes past. We've got time to do the waves? I think we've got time to do the waves. Not just that, if I can get the waves done, we can walk away with it all squared away, which is quite nice. I won't have to do the waves on a different time. My youngest son is using my indoor tree terrain to play with his dinosaurs, and while I'm watching the stream. Nice one, Brian. Right. I'm only going to do one more, one more shout out for support, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, you would like to help me, links down below in the description. Yeah, it's all part of my travels this month. Yeah, to get me over to Ireland and to get me over to Adepticon, and hopefully if we can treat Kerry. Yeah, so we'll just have to see how it goes, but that's down to you guys and whether you want to chip in. Links down below, guys. Right. Put my filler. Oh, I'm gonna need more filler soon. Right, waves. Artex. Last apple slice. Right. Mel, you got my PayPal earlier in the week? I think I did, mate. I get quite a few, so... I think I did. Oh, Viv just sent a couple of quid. Thanks, Viv. Yeah, I did, Hackamalooney. Thank you, buddy. That filler, it seems really handy stuff. Oh, God, it's a go-to tool, mate. Absolute go-to tool. Right, let's get that because we want to lift it up a bit. I use filler in loads of stuff. It's great for getting a texture. Great for sealing things and all that sort of stuff. Right, this is, this is Artex. It's a sealing stucco. Yeah. Surprises me it doesn't dry out. It does slowly dry out, but I tend to add a little bit of water into it to keep it moist. Yeah, so, yeah, this is the stuff I'm going to plaster on it. Yeah, and all I'm going to do is I'm just smoothing it all along the base. Make sure it goes on nice and thick. A bit like me. You need a decent application of it, a decent thickness, because we're going to be stippling it. Yeah? So we just want to spread it out, get a decent enough amount that we can actually stipple it. Yeah, there we go. Why not use the nail board, Mel? Because the nail board currently has palm trees drying on it, mate. Yeah, so that's currently taken up. But yeah, I would use the nail board. It'd be perfect for a job like this. Yeah, it's just currently in use and I haven't made my second one yet. A tenner, would it not be a $10 bill? A tenner would be, I think the exchange rate is $1.27 to the pound. So $13 is £10 essentially, a tenner. At the current exchange rate. Or it's around about that much. I haven't checked for a little while, to be truthful. Right, there we are. Let's just spread that out, smooth it, clean that off, and let the stippling begin. Yeah, and if I very quickly bring it up, I can't do this for too long. Yeah, but as you notice, as I stipple in, do you see the wave pattern coming? Yeah, and all I'm doing is just touching my head on and dragging it up. Yeah, with Artex, because it's moistury, it does tend to sink a little. So you have to rework it. So I'm just going to get my basic stipple on. I'm going to give it a blast with the heater just to take the excess moisture out of it. Yeah. You know, see? And then we're going to then we're going to give it another quick re-stipple. And that should, yeah, what we should be left with is a texture like that. Yeah, do you see the waves? There you are, let me get, do you see the waves in there? That's the Artex, that's literally what I did to get that effect. So we're just literally duplicating that. Yeah, but like I say, the Artex does tend to sink a little because when it's fresh, it's quite wet. And so a bit like with the, a bit like with the filler earlier where I had to hit it with the dryer to take the moisture out so it sort of hold its stipple. You have to do the same with this stuff as well. Yeah, so very, very quickly, just check. So exchange rate is $13, so it's $1.33 then at the minute. Jason's back. Tamsin's front and centre. Army days, Tam. 7 more hours of work for today and tomorrow. I need to check and pack my Flames of War minis for the Televista tournament this weekend in Helsinki. Nice. How long are you on for tonight? Jace, I'll probably be going for about another 15-20 minutes. Yeah, right, just let me take the moisture out of this. You can literally see the moisture disappearing. It looks less shiny as you do it. And you can tell the filler's dry because it's starting to crumble. Alright, back again. Yeah, that's really drying up pretty quick now. I don't want to do that anymore, to be truthful. Right, let's go back in with the stipple. Perfect, as that's when Beth wants her laptop back. How much money should a beginner spend in supplies? No more than 20 quid. Yeah, after that it's all scratch stuff. Let's start doing the stipple again. It's still a bit wet closer to, but it's all right. What do you call it? Where we could, I haven't got much there. Put some more on there and stipple it up. I might have to give this another quick blast of heat, because I don't want it sagging while I'm out, you know what I mean? If I can get it to put a bit of a cure on it, right, while I'm here. Right, so very quickly, yeah, if I show you now, yeah, with our acrylic on, see the waves coming? Sorry, with our Artex on. Because it's dried, I'm starting to get much smaller waves. Yeah, so we'll give this a quick dry, I'll give it one more stipple. Yeah, very quickly do that. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. Of course, it's going to want my finger. Right, let me dry this first. Yeah, now one thing you can do is, obviously you don't have to do this with all your terrain. I'm doing this because I'm doing one piece and I'm just trying to bang it out. Okay? But if you're doing a lot of terrain, then what you can do is you can pour your acrylic out, or your Artex out all over your water things. Just leave it for a little while to start solid up, and then come back and do your stippling. I'm trying to rush it here, so I'm sort of trying to accelerate the drying because I've only got one piece to work on. Yeah, so by accelerating the drying, yeah, I'm just basically moving it on to the next stage. I can still see a little bit of shine on that, so there's still a little bit of moisture in there. I think that'll do. It's the final stipple. Just stippling the very last wettish bits right in the corner now, so they hold the detail. There you go. Right, that's that done. Clean my tool. Who was that? Nails this. I watched your baking foil tutorial yesterday. I'm going to give it a go next week. Nice one, buddy. Jason's doing his thing. Thank you, buddy. I'm loving my Dremel tool for working on cars for Gatlands. Don't go cheap. I saw many cheap Dremel likes, and they don't have the torque or anything. Yeah. Dremel's one of those tools that I would recommend getting a Dremel. You know what I mean? Drop those in there. Right, final filler stipple on to hide that join line. And do you know what? It's been a good live show. 2 hours, got this done, which was what I aimed to do. I mean, normally we don't finish what I'm aiming to do on a live show, so I'm quite chuffed that we've hit that. We've done okay on the donations. We're a little bit closer. I think I've got my train ticket down to the flight, to what you call it, down to the airport. So thank you guys, it is appreciated. I'll do a final check before we wrap it up. I've got about 10 minutes left. So what I'm going to do is the final stipple. Yeah, and this is, now that this join line has dried, yeah, I can go in with a final stipple and just hide it off a little bit better. Oh, tester pots are brilliant for terrain. Absolutely brilliant. They are the way to go. I'll tell you what I've discovered, and me and Fred discovered, this. Yeah, B&Q, they have this range, yeah, called Valspa. Yeah, and this is it. And they do these tester pots. Yeah, now this is 1/4 of a litre, well, it's just under 1/4 of a litre, it's 236 millilitres. But it's £3. Just £3. It's genius. I love it. Who's donated? What's that? Nails, thank you, buddy. Right, get this last bit on. Come on, get on there, you fella. Still see it there. Not anymore. Yeah, I think that'll do us. And what was that? 2 hours? Here we go. My headlands, all created, all textured, all fillered, all sealed. Oh. That's a bit better. Didn't like that wave. Only I could move. I don't like that wave. Yeah, as you can see, we've got a water texture on there that we're able to paint up. I've pretty much made that line disappear. You can still sort of subtly see it, but that's actually the shade underneath of it. It's not actually physically there. You're looking at the gap that's underneath of it. So once that's painted up, that will disappear. Texture on the top. Now all I've got to do with, next thing I've got to do with this is, what have I got to do with it next? I've got to build some small bunkers and stuff and gun emplacements to go on the top, because that's the actual tutorial. Yeah, so we're going to put that out to dry. I'll come in probably on Monday, yeah, to, to carry on with that tutorial. So hey, I've got palm trees on the go, we've got ice cap. Hey, I'm busy at the minute, I'm very busy. You lot should have loads of content coming for you. Right, one last check of the PayPal for those who have donated. It is appreciated, guys. I know I keep saying that, but it is. Right, okay, Nails, got yours. Also, Kyle R. Adepticon, that sounds awesome. He sent us 5 nuggets as well. By comparison of paint costs, a 12mm paint pot of paint from GW costs £3.70. Yeah, it's a bit crazy, isn't it? So guys, absolutely brilliant. Thanks Nails, thanks thanks Kyle. In fact, let me thank everyone. I'm starting to bounce now because my bladder knows I need a wee. Yeah. Thanks Kyle, thanks Viv, thanks Mark, and thanks Stuart, our donators for the day. Yeah, really appreciate it, guys. Now, quickly change over screen. Yeah, Mel's going to start doing the dancey thing because Mel's bladder is screaming at him. Thank you for your support, guys. Yeah, thanks for tuning in and keeping me company while I work on this. This will be coming to you next week, probably the week after, but we have got ice next week for the ice cavern. So, yeah, definitely on Tuesday, or if you're a patron, probably tomorrow, I'll be taking you through how to do ice terrain, okay, and the colours for that. In the meantime, guys, I'm going to call it because I'm going to wet myself. Right, have a great one, guys. All the best. Ta-da.